Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally, and I mean literally, does not work without you guys. So thank you very much for being here. And let's get open for business here, and let's wake up those football gods. Wake up here. Now, I need you guys to bear with me just a little bit. I'm changing some things around here at the set. I've also changed the way the inputs go into the sound of the cameras and things like that. So let me know if it sounds better, worse, if it's too loud, not loud enough, and things like that, because I'm still kind of getting it all adjusted. But in the long run, it will definitely be an improvement. You notice we don't have that computer that was sitting up in here. It's actually been moved, so it's actually down here below me, and I have a keypad that's right here, and I have a monitor that's in front of me. So I've got all of these monitors so that way I can always keep my focus right on you guys. Even when I'm reading something, I won't be looking down, I won't be looking sideways, I won't be going round and round and round. I'll be looking right at you. That's right, right at you. No. You. That's right. I'm looking at you. All right, so I've been on the road today. Helping my brother's wife with the house and things to make it easier for them to be able to, or for her to be able to get around and bring some comfort and stuff and help move some things around and all. So I've been literally on the road. Uh, their house is literally on the water, okay? The house needs a lot of work, but it's on the water. The views are incredible and things. And I understand my brother why he always wanted to go fishing, because when you get out there, you see the water. It's like, you know what? I don't care about the house. I've got Mother Nature here to feed me and nurse my soul and all that. So, I just need a place to drop my head. I don't care what it looks like in there because the beauty's out here. Well, that's the way my brother thought. And, I can kind of understand what he was doing. So anyway, I always tell you guys, I do my end of the day video, my fireside chat. And for me, it's a time to kind of reflect on the day that is. Because once this day is over, it's gone. You can't ever get that day back. And Marcus Paul, our strength coach who came from the Giants, who I think has actually done a great job, because before Marcus Paul got here, if you remember, we had literally everybody get hamstring pulls. I think it was 2017 where Antoine Woods had one, Woozy had a pulled one, the kick returner that we let go or traded to the Raiders and then went to, he had a pulled hamstring. Sean Lee had a hamstring and he had a hamstring. It was just like, damn, can we do something about it? But Marcus Paul, who came from the New York stinking Giants, seemed to help alleviate a lot of that and had done great work. And today had an ailment. 911 was called. The Cowboys staff, worked on him and things. He was carried to the hospital. A report earlier today was that he had passed, but that's not true. But they're running a whole lot of tests, and this was actually right up here. You can kind of see this. Let me read it to you. Tabitha Clary, please keep my dad in your prayers. He's not gone yet. The doctors are doing everything that can possibly do for him. He's still on life support, and we're praying for a miracle. God has brought the dead back to life before, and I need to believe that it can happen for my dad too. I can't lose my dad yet. There's so much he has to watch me do, and so much of my life I need to be part of. Please pull through this, Dad, and please keep praying, everyone. Mark, this is from Angela Taylor. Marcus Paul has not passed away. He is in the hospital being treated, and we're praying and believing for his full healing in Jesus' name. We have FaceTime him. If you have not been updated by his immediate family, cease all rumors. So that's where we are with this. And that was 4 hours ago. So right now, thoughts and prayers. And the thing I always tell you guys is make sure you live every day and try and put in as much as you can, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You honestly don't. He's 54. I'm 55. My brother who just passed was 61. Tomorrow is never promised. So make sure you don't wait till tomorrow. Tonight, make sure you let everybody close to you know how you feel. It's important. It's really important. All right, so we've got 2 days until we face the Washington football team. 2 days. Just 2 days. That's it. With, for the first time in a while, something actually on the line. Be it draft picks or a chance at winning the division. But it comes down to Thanksgiving. And we're going to be live streaming during the game. We may have a full belly. We may have a full belly, okay? I may belch, okay? Because, like the minister used to say, the minister used to go from house to house to house and have dinner. He used to say, if you belch, you can create some more room. And I might have to just belch so I can go get me another plate. But it's one time a year. But anyway, I came across an interesting article here, which as we go through and think about this season and where we are for next year. A lot of people say best thing to do is, hold up, hang on. Hey, Tracy, did you just feed the dog? Yeah. I just fed him when I came down here. So he literally just ate twice. Okay, just checking. Our dog has gotten too thick. He's got to lose weight. After back surgery and all that. So it's kind of like I could hear the dog bowl moving around upstairs. It's like I just fed him before I came down here. So he's doubling up. He's getting started on Thanksgiving early. But anyway, I came across this article here, which was kind of interesting. As we think about next year, what position we are. We looked a couple weeks ago. We said, you know what, a defense is trash. We just need to fire the coach, fire the players, get anybody in here. Okay, all right. We looked at the offense. Yeah, we scored a whole bunch of points, but, it's not quite right. Zeke's not right. We need to trade him or cut him and do this, that. Okay, all right. So anyway, this article here in Bleacher Report, ranking the NFL's top 10 young cores to build around in 2021. Okay. With the Cowboys being as bad as they are, you don't have a core. You can't have a core. But I want to go through this a little bit and talk about it. So where we have the top 10, we have the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, Minnesota Vikings. You think about Adam Thielen and stuff. You think about the running back Dalvin Cook, who's beasting everything else. You got Kirk Cousins. Well, okay. We can understand 10. All right, okay. They were on that win streak. They were doing good things. All right. Next up, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. Of course, they got Joe Burrow. Okay, all right. So Joe Burrow, that's a good piece. He's although he's got ACL and MCL, tear and stuff. We don't know if he'll be ready to start the beginning of the season. But okay, all right. I can't argue that. Philadelphia Eagles. Here's where I actually have to dispute a little bit here. See, this is where it's funny. Okay, this is where I'm used to actually looking over here at the screen because the computer's usually there. But actually, I got the screen right here, so I can actually look down and see that Carson Wentz with the black mouthpiece and stuff on here. They've got them next. The Eagles have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to weapons under the supervision of the offensive-minded head coach Doug Peterson. This is where all of a sudden I start saying that this list is... Hold on. Oh, shit! Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Too much dust from being up in the house there. Miles Sanders, 23. Okay, Miles Sanders, capable. All right. They got Travis Fugham. Yeah, Travis, okay. He's definitely pretty good, okay. They got Rhaegar. Rhaegar's okay. And then they have Dallas Goedert. Okay, all right. They're not bad. Okay, all right. I'll give you that. Then there's the intriguing young defensive pieces and Jalen Mills. Jalen, really? And then there's Carson Wentz, who's only 27. Do they really have the seventh best core? Really? Okay, all right. Let's go further. The Denver Broncos. I'm not going to go into Denver Broncos too much. They got Drew Luck and things. I think the stuff is out on Drew Luck yet. I'm not crazy about it. Buffalo Bills. Now Buffalo, I'll say, yeah, Buffalo's got some pieces. Josh Allen, of course. They got Measly Beasley, who's been playing well. They got Tremaine Edmonds, nice piece. Devin Singletary. Zach Moss. In the backfield, they got Stephon Diggs. So yeah, I can look at Buffalo and say, yeah, that's a good core. I don't know about the Eagles. I'm sorry, I just don't see it with the Eagles. Then we got Miami Dolphins. That's kind of interesting. Best young core or best core for next year. Okay. Miami Dolphins, Tua's been playing well except for last week. He kind of hit the rookie wall then, got benched, but he'll be starting again this week. But Miami, surprisingly, is playing well. 6-4. They're in the playoff. I mean, I wish we were even 4-6 at this moment, but they're 6-4. So I can look at that and say, yeah, they got some good pieces. The Ravens. Well, the Ravens, yeah, Lamar Jackson and crew. Okay, I can't argue with that. And then who do we have? We got the Arizona Cardinals at 3. Well, Kyler Murray, of course, you have him. Hopkins, best receiver in football. So right there, you can look and say, yeah, they have a great core. And I'm not going to go into all that, but I just want to go through this whole list real quick. And then at number 2, they have the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are highly ranked on this list, but that could change based on what the front office does with Dak Prescott. Prescott, who turns 27 in July, was on a historic pace before the season ended in ankle injury. There's little reason for the Jerry Jones and company to avoid bringing back the 4th-round success story, as he is one of the league's top passers, but never say never. That's the truth. Either way, the core around the quarterback will keep Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys keep. Starback, Zeke Elliott. You can't get rid of him if you wanted to. It costs you too much. It's 25, 675 yards, 5 scores, though he has 5 fumbles. Leading receiver Amari Cooper, 26, has 736 yards and 2 scores. Quietly, this is the thing that's kind of funny, is Amari Cooper every week's talking about trade Amari, cut Amari stinks. But yet, quietly, he still got a lot of yards. Even with Dak Prescott going 736, he's on his way to another 1,000-yard season. It's still pretty good. You got CeeDee Lamb. That's a good piece right there, of course. And you have Michael Gallup as well, who's got almost 500 yards as well. And while they have been miserable, core pieces and Jalen Smith, I'm not sure he's a core piece. An injured quarter, Trayvon Diggs, and Leighton Vander Esch still seem to boost this. And I will actually put on there Gillimore. I will put D-Law on there. I would also put Antoine Woods if they decide to re-sign him as that core group of guys. And I might even put on there Randy Gregory. So actually, you think about this, that is a pretty good core of players that are here on the Dallas Cowboys. The only team that they have above the Dallas Cowboys in a core is the Kansas City Chiefs. Boom. Are you amazed? We have a lot of talent that's not there. We have a lot of talent that's not there. We have a lot of guys that the first half of the season didn't get what we were doing that seemed to be beginning to get it. I look at our linebacker course as they put Jalen Smith, of course. I'm sorry. We have 2 linebackers going in opposite directions right now. The Wolf Hunter seems to be coming back. I haven't seen him howl or anything. The Predator, I think the alien got the Predator because Jalen Smith still seems lost in what we're doing. He's having missed tackles. He is taking poor angles. He's not tackling guys backwards, knocking them backwards. He's getting carried down the field. I hope that Jalen Smith can get it back together and can be one of those core pieces. But right now, I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, I don't know what happened, but something's just not quite right there. So that's an interesting piece. I'd like to know what you think about it. Do you think the Dallas Cowboys actually have a decent core? Because if you think that the Cowboys have a decent core, if you look at that, then the urgency of saying that we need to tank may not quite be there as much as you want. And by the way, I will also say, too, one other piece that they didn't put in there, Zach Martin. Frickin' Zach Martin, the best player on our team. Can't forget Zach Martin. All right, y'all. I hope you remember that we got 2 days, just 2 days, till we take on the Washington football team. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, I want to thank you guys for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. I'll see you soon.